So I don't usually post twice in one day, but it's one of those days, and it's really nice out here in Northern California. I think it's going to be another like 75-degree day. I want to talk to you about how the elites troll us. And when I say elites, here's the thing. I'm not talking about Republican versus Democrat, because at the end of the day, both parties lead back to the same thing. Follow the money, and it's going to go right back to the same source. Okay. But I want to talk how now they're doing it right out in the open. So you guys probably saw this week our See You Next Tuesday Agriculture Secretary, Brooke Rollins, who needs to be in prison, by the way, she said, well, we've run over 1,000 simulations, and we figured out how people can eat for $3 a meal. And here's what she suggested: a piece of chicken, a piece of broccoli, a corn tortilla, and something else. I want to know what the something else is. I don't know, Soylent Green? Crickets? I don't know. I mean, but that's absolutely ludicrous. Have you ever eaten a dry corn tortilla? And they knew that by putting her out there, this was going to evoke an emotional response. And I mean, it kind of worked. Makes me so angry that they play us and they troll us right out in the open now. People ask me, well, what party are you affiliated with? And here's my answer. The only party I want to be affiliated with is the party we throw when we finally have had enough, and we round these bitches up and throw them in prison where they belong. Oh, but then what do we do? How do we make sure that it doesn't happen again? And that's the million-dollar question, really. I have some thoughts, I don't know how realistic they are, but, these are some of the things that I would do to make sure that we never go through this again. First of all, we take money out of politics, okay? I would eliminate all campaign donorships, okay? Here's what I would do. I would say, all right, we're going to have a fund that people who run for office can access, and it's capped at a certain limit, okay? You cannot take any donations from any source whatsoever, okay? And if you want to run for office, any office, including dog catcher, you must live for 6 months at the level of a typical disability recipient. Okay, and you don't get a head start. We put you in like project-based housing and give you a food card. All right, and that's what you get to do for 6 months before you can ever even put your name on the ballot. I mean, we've got to do something to get these creatures out of our political system. I don't love the political system. I don't love systems of any kind, but we have got to get them out. And we should have done it 35 years ago. But and the other thing I would propose is that if you make over, a certain amount of money, under $1 million for sure, you are ineligible to run for office. If your family members have ever held office of any kind, you are ineligible to run for office. And we make it airtight. We make these loopholes so that they cannot be breached. And we enforce them, strictly. So, those are just a couple of things I think we can do. Are they realistic? No, probably not. I'm just talking like if I was in charge, that's what I would do. We get these dynastic families out of politics, and we start getting real people to represent us. And also, if you're a lawyer, you are ineligible to run or serve in office, okay? Or if you're a CEO, you are ineligible to run or serve in office. You see where I'm going with this. It's time we take it back. It may be too late. I'm just saying, if we don't do it soon, I don't know. Like I said, we're probably already too late. And the other thing that we must absolutely regulate is AI. The ultimate plan is AI governance, and if you don't know that, you got some catching up to do. So, I think AI is dangerous. I think humanity wasn't ready for it, and it's going to be misused like any other tool or technology that we have had. It's going to be misused, but I think this one's so dangerous. I don't use AI if I don't have to. I don't interact with it. I don't use ChatGPT. I don't use any of it. Seriously, do you trust AI who can't draw a cat without having 6 legs to run our government? Let that sink in. Anyway, thanks for listening. Have a good day.